Feel free to check out my TeePublic after the video, and support me on Patreon. Watch till the end of the video for more. In 2015, Toho released their two-part tokusatsu epic, Attack on Titan. Directed by Shinji Higuchi and based on the manga by Hajime Isayama, the story depicted a future overrun by giant man-eating monsters known as Titans. And for this video, through a series of events, almost as strange as the films themselves, I had the honor and pleasure of getting to sit down and interview one of these humongous, hungry humanoids. Taka Glenn Sawa played one of the Titans in this gargantuan Toho production, working as a stunt actor, and this man is a treasure trove of information regarding this live-action project. Hello everyone to another edition of the TokuTitanCast. I am your host Davis Madole, also known as Titan Goji, and we have a very, very special interview for all of you because we have Attack on Titan stunt actor Taka Glenn Sawa. Glenn, how are you doing?
Thank you for having me so much. Yeah, I love your channel and
thank you.
Awesome fan base, and yeah, it's great to be here.
Shinzo Sasageyo!
I've been doing YouTube channel with the name Takscott from about 2006. One of the videos I posted was about 14 years ago in 2007. Well, my wife doesn't want me to mention this because it's kind of embarrassing, but it's called Dragon Ball versus Street Fighter versus Godzilla versus Ultraman versus Aflac the Duck. So it actually has about 11,000 views, but it's been there for 14 years, so you know it's not that much. It only has like 19 likes and 10 dislikes, so I don't recommend anybody watching it, but that's how I say it. When I was actually growing up in the 80s, I'm kind of old, but I grew up watching the Shadow Warriors or Kage no Gundan, like starring Sony Chiba, and
Nice.
Oh yeah, that was something I really remember. Yeah, I really loved the sword fight, especially his like the ninja sword fights, and yeah, I kind of grew up watching those, and probably my friends and watched like some Power Rangers, like kind of old, different kinds of Power Rangers.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so yeah, those movies kind of inspired me, but I actually never thought I was gonna be a stunt actor. I just love to like do some crazy jumps and like do crazy stuff when I was young, but until like I was producing a short film while I was going to college, I met like Japanese film students outside of school actually, but I found out they were going to the same school, but I never actually was in the film class, so I met them like outside of school, but I started actually helping them out and producing a film called like Samurai Avenger, Lone Wolf Blood, starring Sam Kosaka, who actually inspired me to do acting too in the industry. But so I was like helping out as a behind the scenes, filming and documenting the movie and stuff, and one day like before the action scene, the director called me and said, can you make her hair a mohawk? All of a sudden, oh my, and then yeah, just before the shoot, and then I said what? And then actually my sister who was pursuing hairstylist was actually living with me that day, and then I asked her, and she said, "Why not? Sure." And so I told the director I could, and what's going on, and he told me that one of the stunt guy can't make it tomorrow, so you'll be him. And so yeah, the next day we rehearsed, and it was a scene where we get cut. We do sword fights, and well, basically I get cut by a sword, and the blood just comes out of me.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so it was it was my first special effects and everything, and the first stunt action. And but right before the shoot, like I had all these suit on me, like with the pipe and everything for the blood, and I was so heavy. But right before the shoot, I just felt kind of relaxed, and I was sleeping. And the stunt coordinator was really surprised how I could like not be so nervous, and I could just sleep right before the shoot. But I was kind of relaxed, and I knew what to do. And just at the film shoot, it was my first action scene. I really liked the realistic moves, so I kind of reacted right before he would swing the sword. I didn't want to wait like this for him to cut me, so I was like,
right,
trying to be so realistic. And the stunt coordinator actually saw that, and he was surprised, and he actually told me I did better than the stunt guys out there. And yeah, he actually motivated me to do more stunts. Yeah.
That's really good.
Actually, yeah, it was really
inspiring.
Great, yeah. Samurai Avenger Lone Wolf Blood was one of a short film, basically to try to raise money for a feature film. And so they were able to raise or get a sponsor for the feature film. And I actually was a samurai zombie for that movie. And
oh wow.
Yeah, they actually did a 3-hour makeup on me, and then the director actually shaved my eyebrows to be in the movie. And it was surprising, but then the special makeup artist would actually give me a mask to wear, and I didn't have to. Well, I mean, they didn't have to like shave off my eyebrow because I had this mask on, and I was like, oh my god. But yeah, I did so much stuff for that, but that 3-hour makeup was really crazy. And they couldn't take it off, so, and then they couldn't finish the scene in one day, so I had to keep everything on and sleep in this camping car at a ranch where nobody was there, by myself, as a zombie with a zombie makeup. And so it was kind of scary. If somebody came and knocked on the door at night, and I was the only one inside, and if they saw me, I don't know what they would have done to me, like if they had like a gun or something. But yeah, right. It was a really experience that but actually the second day the makeup was like kind of like melted too, and so it was more grotesque, and I think it added to the scene. Yeah, eventually I edited a feature film also. Yeah, that was crazy too. So it had a lot of special effects, and but the director wanted me to shave my head, but I was supposed to be one of the guys in the movie, but at that time I guess I was actually not casted, but I actually edited the whole movie, so that was more of an experience for me. By that time, I really liked to do sword fights, and so I was actually casted for a theater, like a chambara sword fight stage play. Yeah, with like there was a lot of cast. There was about maybe 30 or more casts and more crews. But yeah, that's when I met the Keiya Tabuchi. So he came from Japan. He was a really popular action sword fight choreographer in Japan, and I guess he liked to come visit LA, and so he helped direct this stage that we did, and we practiced. We actually became really close, and he likes to gamble, so we went to Vegas. But during the feature film Gun Woman, they actually needed a stunt choreographer. One of the guy that was supposed to come canceled, before the film again. I brought Keiya Tabuchi. I actually asked him if he could do the fight choreography for Gun Woman. He actually was a really busy man. So he was really popular, and well, this might be a trivia, but guess what movie he canceled to help out Gun Woman at I think that was 2014. Can you guess?
I'm a little stumped. What was it?
It was one of the Godzilla movie.
Really?
Yeah, that he actually turned down just to help us.
Can you talk about your contributions to movies like Saki the Killer and Revenge Flame of Hayabusa?
I usually do a lot of Yakuza scenes and do bad guys, and so Hayabusa, that was kind of interesting. There was like action scenes where we were playing mahjong, these like or Chinese kind of old games, I guess you could consider like games that Yakuza people like. But so while we're playing the game, there's this main guy that all of a sudden comes into the room and tries to kill everybody. So there was a lot of kind of dangerous stunts, but yeah, one of the guy was really scared that he would be like, oh no, let's not do this, let's not do that. But I was like, hey, wait, it's we're stunt guys, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, Saki the Killer, yeah, that's a turning point for me. It was when I was kind of craving to do Yakuza films, so that was actually one of the first Yakuza film that I was able to audition for. And it was funny, one of the bad guy, his name was Lance Massa. So I met him through I think the stage, the live performance stage, and so I was asking him like, yeah, let me know if there's any Yakuza movies. I'm craving to do one of them, and he actually did introduce me to the director, and I auditioned for it. And then what do you know, like my partner was Masami Kosaka, that was the star of the original Samurai Avenger Lone Wolf Blood.
Nice.
And so he was my partner, and he actually, so there was a partner scene that I had to do with him, and I was able to like ask him all these questions about, what should I do, how are you gonna say it, okay, all right, so I'll try to copy you. And so the director saw our relationship, and I guess it really matched the movie. So yeah, I was casted, and I was able to do my own stunts. And actually, the crazy part was that they made me drive crazy too, and I'm not like a auto stunt guy, you know what I'm saying? Like streetwise, it wasn't like the safest place to do it, right. So yeah, I mean, I had to, and then it was somebody else's car, it's not even my car, so I had to swerve. But after that, I was almost gonna hit the sidewalk, so I had to swerve again, and like, so I was like, why would they think I'm like a stunt driver too? And that was something I never talked about. I didn't want anybody to, be scared or know that I was scared. So I had a really good poker face back then. So we found out that Keiya Tabuchi in the early 2014, he said he was going to be the fight choreographer for Attack on Titan. And at that time, I was like, what? Titans? Like attacking humans? Big in Japan? I didn't know. But, after seeing all the Attack on Titan, the first season episode in like about one day, I was like, wow, oh my, right? So I was like, wait, my friend's doing fight choreographer. I want to be a Titan. The reason why I wanted to do Titan was, first of all, I had the 3-hour makeup experience to do the samurai zombie, and I like to do the zombies, but Titans were different than zombies, and everything just about the Titans I felt like I had to do. And I like the corpse, and then the other hand, like I knew he was gonna choreograph all the fights for the like Survey Corp fight scenes, and they were more challenging, and even if I was humans, I would probably get killed, and there's like tons of people that's gonna get killed, so I won't be remembered. But Titans, it's gonna be hard to do. Actually, I messaged him on Facebook Messenger right after I watched it, and I'm like, hey, I want to do the Titans. I could copy any Titans you want. Let me audition for it. And then he's like, he sent me right back and said, "Baka," like stupid. We had the audition today, and 100 people showed up, and like it was like 8 p.m. his time. Like I found the message. It was February 20th, 2014, at 8 p.m. Wow. So he just finished auditioning 100 people, and he just messaged like, if you come to Japan in June, we can use you. And he added, oh, by the way, I was the judge, with a happy face. So yeah, so at that time I was like really happy I was his buddy. But it actually wasn't that easy to become Titan. So like end of March, he actually texted me and said like, oh, you have to be at the rehearsal for the stunt team that was gonna happen end of April for the Golden Week. Like there's a 1 week Japanese vacation time from like end of April to May 5th. They have this long 1 week vacation. So during that time they were gonna rehearse with the stunt team, and I had to like be there and try to prove to all the stunt people that I'm capable of being a Titan. And there was like rivals too. There was like 10 Titans that wanted that part. And so by that time there was a 28 out of 30 Titans that were auditioned, and they confirmed 28 Titans. But the last 2 Titans was the Titans that had to fight the Shikishima Titans were not confirmed yet. And yeah, there was so many rivalries, and I was actually bullied at that time too, because like I'm like one of the guy from America, not knowing anything, and like then there's like some, especially the stunt team. But after the rehearsal, I had to come back to LA, and while doing that, Keiya Tabuchi actually aggressively promoted me to Shinji Higuchi, and he actually said okay, and I pretty much got the role for the Titan. Yoshihiro Nishimura was actually really nice to me, and we kicked it really great too, because he actually knew all the film that I did. He knew the Samurai Avenger.
He's a fan.
Yeah, he was actually a fan. So yeah, we were. He had a lot of questions towards me too, about the production, and like he was actually one of the fan of the movie too. So yeah, we were really we hit it really well. He actually made ramen for us during the production, and his ramen was great too. So it's like, yeah, he was all over the place. He made the production really easy going and like really fun actually for everybody. So Higuchi, he was more at the locations, like the Gunkanjima, where they shot all the most of the films. So I actually worked in the studio behind the blue screen pretty much. So some of the times that I met him was when I was recording my voice acting for the Titan. But at that time, like, everybody had a name for each Titan. And
really?
Yeah, so I had to be in Japan for about 3 months or 2. Well, after that, so 2 months. Somehow I had no place to go. So I had to find a internet cafe and stay like a night there. When they found out that I was living there, they actually let me stay at their studio, at the action studio where they practice the sword fights and action studio. It's called the Goku Studio. So they actually called me the homeless Kyojin. So the Higuchi, when I met Higuchi director, he's like, oh, so you're the homeless Kyojin. So he actually remembered me as homeless Kyojin. So that was kind of fun for them to remember me though. And so, and also I probably had an impact. Like, everybody was trying to do their own part of doing I'm sorry, not the zombie, but the Titan voice. Like, right. They would wait for their scene and say like in front of the mic. But when I was there, it was my turn, and said go, and then I started to do every single Titan's voice. So I was like speaking the whole time, and yeah, the director told me, you don't have to do the whole voice, and yeah, everybody else was like kind of laughing at me too. But so now was one of the stunt double for Aaron's basically Titan. We would see him when he was in the suit, or before he was in the suit, he would practice with Arakawa, and Arakawa was the stunt double for Shikishima. We actually hang out and drank some beer afterwards too. I knew all the other Titans. I would practice with them, and they would actually help us pull the rigs too. When they're not working, especially like Yuki Yasutaka, he did Mikasa. Arakawa was really nice. Whenever I like tried to shoot a photo, like he would try to hide his face. Even in Vegas, like he would hide his face. He doesn't like the camera. but yeah, Yuki was really he could move really well. So yeah, he was one of the really good and popular stunt guy too. Yeah. Yeah, they were really nice. Hiko would practice. She actually wanted to practice her English, and Keiya Tabuchi would introduce me, saying I'm from LA. So she actually started talking to me in English, and we kind of talked to each other, and yeah, she's really open-minded, and I yeah, it was nice working with her. Miura Haruma was very honest, most like hard worker actually, and he would try to perfect everything, but one time, like, this stunt double was trying to act this scene. It was a difficult scene, but the stunt guy really couldn't do a really good job. He, like, even when we practiced a lot, but so eventually Aaron had to step in and try to do the part, and in one shot, like, it was so perfect that everybody was like what why is he so different, you know? It's like his acting and his ability was way over the stunt guys. So the director and everybody was like, wait, wait, stop, don't practice anymore. He's not supposed to be, you know, too strong like Mikasa, so there has to be, you know, vulnerability. Yeah, he, in his dedication, was really amazing. How he was so focused. He was the most serious actor that I've met. Well, Hiroki Hasegawa, I was only able to see him during the rehearsal. So yeah, I didn't get to have any that much experience with him. So there's one other, Ishihara Satomi. So she was actually rehearsing. I don't know why she was rehearsing with us, but she was really very nice to every single people. Like, every staff member, she would just say hello and like talk to us, and like, yeah. And actually her boyfriend at that time actually came to the production too, and he was so nice to us too. It's like he didn't have to yeah, he didn't even have to like say hello to us, right? But and then I think, if I'm not mistaken, like, he was the main actor of Rurouni Kenshin.
Really?
Yeah. He
wow.
Yeah, he actually came to the production, and then he was just there just because she was there, but he would still say hi to everybody, and that was amazing too. You know, it's like, wow, you don't have to. You know, I was able to work with Yuko Takeuchi on a set in LA, on Ontario. I shot at Ontario Airport. It was like a Hong Kong scene, and I was like a special police force. But she would actually have that stance too. Like, she would actually say hello to everybody, and even me. Like, if she thinks we're Japanese, she would talk to us in Japanese, and like, you know, she kind of surprised me too, and she was really nice. So yeah, that just, the whole story reminded me of her. Only for Kiko Mikasa, there was a double for her. When you can see her face, it's really her. What I knew was that he was okay to show, you know, more about the Titans back then, and also the possibility of Eren having a brother. There wasn't that much information back then, so that's why we really had to keep the scripts a secret. But yeah, and while I was reading the script, I was like, you know, I thought the script wasn't the whole movie. Like, it felt like they were trying to hide something from us. They were cutting out so much stuff that I didn't believe it was the whole movie until I actually went to see the movie, and it was actually the same exact movie. So so it was really surprising. Cause so I didn't want to believe the script was the real movie. It was my first opinion. And yeah, actually, there was some friends that was kind of looking forward for the movie, and they were like, talking to me. But after the movie and after they came out, like all of a sudden they stopped talking to me. So I think I lost some friends just because I was involved with this movie. But I would totally understand the fans. Like for the hardcore fans, like how Dragon Ball doesn't have Kuririn. Well, I don't know if it's okay to like compare to Dragon Ball, but it's like Vegeta isn't there. It's like, how could you do that to a movie? But so that's the original feeling, and so that's one of the reasons why most of the people doesn't know the existence of the second movie that I was in. So my understanding would be that they tried to squeeze this 24 episodes of the animation, right? They tried to squeeze that into 3 hours, and that is something that's like almost impossible to do.
And at the same time, they're also trying to include new material that wouldn't come out until months and some occasions years later.
Mm-hmm. So exactly. So that's why this is actually considered, I think, a really low budget of the movie. So they really cut out so many stuff, but they try to make it as efficient as possible. Well, I'm trying to think if I like it because I'm involved in it. So I have to try to forget that I'm involved in this movie.
Right.
I definitely would want to recommend to people, but just even if I'm not involved in this movie, like how it inspired my sister. She never watched the anime, and this movie was the first Attack on Titan she watched, and it inspired her to go watch the real anime. And I always tend to look at it that way. I would say I like the movie. I don't know how much rating I could give, but I do like this movie. I've noticed the underground fan base. I would definitely want to know more. I can't say I understand totally. I'm a big fan of Tokusatsu too. I like by visiting Toho Studio. I'm hoping. Well, I feel that it's not going to disappear. Like it's gonna stay. I think that's one of the veins of Japan, and although the big production, maybe Attack on Titan was one of the bigger budgets in Japan, that might not, there might not be another production that's bigger than this budget, is something I'm really proud of being a part of. But yeah, I think the quality, how much everybody, by being there, I definitely felt that it was gonna be some like we were making some history. And so I really am appreciative that the fans are finally like understanding how big, like I love how the other fans would appreciate this movie, like more than sometimes more than the fans of the actual anime. But I think that's something I guess I could understand just by being a part of it.
Do you agree that sometime in the near future, let's say in the next 10 years, these films would be recognized as cult classics.
Oh yeah, that's yeah. I think like after the Attack on Titan anime is all released next year, I think there would be more definitely potential of this movie to be bigger. I actually worked with one of the producer, Masioka. I was a script supervisor for the Heroes when he was one of the character in the TV series. I actually went to karaoke with him too, but I hope somehow like I could get this message out towards him that I really am very interested in being a part of the Hollywood version too, and yeah, I'm still not giving
Return of the Homeless Titan.
yeah, giving hopefully the real the Homeless Titan. Yeah, I even told my agent to try to book me for the Attack on Titan audition if there is one. Yeah, I'm still not giving up hope, and yeah, that's I would hope if you could wish me luck.
You have my support.
Oh, okay, thank you. Yeah, so I guess there's one movie that's not out yet, and we supposedly shot a scene with Sony Chiba. So that movie, we don't know when it's gonna come out. I wanted to talk about one, I guess, horror film feature script that I have that it is heavily involving special effects, and so that's something I'm still looking forward to making. So the craziest one, I was able to do a backflip in front of Keiya Tabuchi, and I was practicing it, and he told me, oh, I could do this and land on my back, and so I tried to do it, and so I would successfully be able to do a backflip reaction. I don't know what it's called. Maybe I still don't know. Maybe I have to ask my friends, but it might be in Japanese. But in Japanese it's called Bakuchu Hineri. On stage, I was used to doing it, and at the Asian Expo in 2012, I had 2 days to perform this this backflip reaction scene, and the second day, I thought I was used to it, but I didn't jump really high. I think I slipped when I jumped, and that's when I found out that I didn't have the height, and I actually landed on my neck.
Oh, ouch.
Yeah. The other scene was when I shot the Attack on Titan the day before the shoot. I went to do a paintball with my friends in Japan, and right before the shoot, I don't know why it was on that day, but I actually sprained or twisted my ankle. I didn't know what kind of action scene that I was gonna do. I just knew there was an action scene, but we just choreographed the day, and I did what they wanted me to do, but it was actually to jump really high and flip over and flip on my back, and I had to use that same ankle, and I couldn't perform as the way I really wanted to, and so but I tried it 3 times, and I think they used my first shot, but if I could do it over, I didn't want to smile that much. The director told me that like the Titans was seeing this delicious human in front of us, and then it's like basically Shikishima is our food that we're craving for, so try to react like that, and that was the direction that the director told us. So that's why I was like, my face was that much. Those were I guess the craziest. The one that I like as of now, I had a short film that was shot in 35 millimeter. It was a 1 versus 1 samurai sword fight, and I really liked that one too. I was the main character at the beginning, and they shot me with a 35 millimeter film. So that's something I really like, but it's kind of hard to get the footage right now. I don't know if I could get it, but the better sword fight would be the 1-on-1 with Toru that we shot, and actually Keiya Tabuchi choreographed the fight for us. And
Nice.
yeah, and there's one fight scene I want to talk about. Exile, Naoki's real sword action scene that we made. It was a 4v1 sword fight, and that's probably one of the samurai video that was ever shot with a Takemitsu sword in the state. I think nobody actually used a Takemitsu sword in the U.S. Because nobody makes them, and it's kind of hard to make. There's like a specialist in Japan that makes those Takemitsu swords, and they're really awesome to use. I would love to make a production to make those Takemitsu swords. Basically, they're made with bamboo, and they are cleanly. I think they have like a silver. I don't know what kind of tape they're using, but it looks really like a real sword, and that's basically what the people in Jidaigeki in Japan uses. But they're really so nice to use. But I was so scared of breaking them that I couldn't do my backflip reaction scene with them, with the sword and the kimono that I was using. Like, I could probably bet that if I did the backflip reaction scene with that, I felt like I was gonna break the sword and rip the kimono. I did some small production in Japan a couple times. I've been in the Hollywood production too, and then I also did a couple backgrounds. I was in Chuck, the Hancock, with 800 extras background, filming it on one day, and that was one of the biggest production that I was involved in. Comparing to the Hollywood movies to the Japanese production, it was actually, the Japanese production was more efficient, and even like the background for Japanese movies, like especially even the Attack on Titan, there was so many backgrounds, but they were not unionized, so they I could ask, but some people do it to just get food, and or just gas money, and some people don't even get paid to do it. And in Hollywood, that's kind of, in Hollywood there's a union, so you get minimum wage, actually at least 8 hours of just to even do a extra. So comparing to that, it's and especially the amount of money that I made with Attack on Titan, I just wish the Japanese production would have a union. That's one of the reasons why I'm not continuously working in Japan, if I was able to be paid like the union here in Japan, then I would totally be there. Other than that, I mean, all the staffs were just amazing. How they're really passionate, and then but I was able to see the whole thing too. I guess more than the American production, like, you know, they would actually work in one studio, one room of making the walls and making everything in one room. So actually with the budget that they had, I was actually surprised of how much I was able to be a part of. Everything is there. With the Japanese space, it's like everything is so small that you could pretty much go, while you're going to the restroom, you pretty much go through those yeah. Well, the straight up answer is no. I didn't eat it, but I know Tokusatsu crew did an amazing job. They actually made a surprise cake for the second director too.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, they were kind of sometimes in charge of the food too. So yeah, they're delicious. So I have no doubts. they taste good. I mean, I shot one scene with the leg dangling, and the blood looks like the blood come out. I tasted the blood. The blood tastes good. It's like a syrup. It was kind of like a syrup. They put sugar in it. And,
oh, nice.
Yeah. So yeah, it was good. I guess Toho was a little desperate at that time, because it's in the 1970s. Yeah, it was when they were having so much, the bubble was really growing, and everybody was out clubbing, and so the movie industry, most of the adults didn't go watch movies, and they just spent more money outside. So I guess they had to make what's popular in the movie. If you don't know those back stories, I still like it. I like to watch it right now. I think it's it's the best time to watch. I feel more of all the people just having more fun making the movie.
Right.
So yeah, I felt that, and that I think that stays in. I think that's one of the reason why it's good. You could feel more closer to the people that's involved, and I think those passion. I think you feel more of that. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think that's really great too, and I'm just hoping, this Attack on Titan movie would be as exciting, or would be legendary as the Godzilla versus Megalon.
Yeah.
Yeah. This was like the historical moment where they were able to have this big budget for this movie. Might not be another, especially after this, how this movie was, reviewed after it was out. It's gonna be a harder risk for the production to, have. So yeah, I would totally understand this might be a possibility of, even the investors to invest in this kind of budget over
Oh,
these.
yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, when I think of all that, it's very overwhelming, and I'm really actually happy that I was able to document what I was able to do. I'm so happy that you ask these questions, and it actually, you know, reminds me of how I was so lucky to be a part of. And you know, until you mentioned it, you know, I almost forgot about this production. So I'm really happy and honored for you to be able to um, shed the light and make me feel how special I was, especially yeah. And because once this came out, I felt like I lost some of my friends. And there was a point where I felt kind of sad because you know some people, I didn't think they would react the way they did. And especially I totally understand, like, because I couldn't it was so hard to predict what would happen after after the film came out. So I guess there was nothing I could have done, but just by, you know, the reactions of the people, I totally understood. And just was there was a low point in my life. So it's really honored for you to be able to shed the light. And like you actually made my day.
I'm very happy to hear that, man.
So thank you so much. For this opportunity.
Of course. Anytime.
Mm-hmm.
Hi guys. Hi, Titan Goji, Davis. Thank you so much for this opportunity. You made this everything come true, and because of you, I am able to be in front of this camera, and I am starting my new image. I was very shy. I'm still shy, but you broke that ceiling for me. You broke this barrier. So thank you for that. And yes, I needed to tell. Yeah, it was actually one of the same week that me and Titan Goji talked about collaboration, and I got a text from my mother on Friday. I had a voice message that she said our house got robbed, and I couldn't believe it. And when I arrived, the police was there. Yeah, the whole place was flipped over, and everything was a mess. And even at that time, my parents found out that the thieves stole about $60,000 worth of valuables. And so yeah, I was freaked out. And on Monday, the forensic investigator lady came with a 15-year experience. She told us that the possibility was young groups of people or young groups of kids, possibly they're called gypsies in their term. They're those groups of people that doesn't steal big electronics. They're not into those. They're just looking for money, jewelry, and guns. So please, everybody, be careful and try to hide them, or have something very secure. When the police arrived, he he looked all the rooms, and he asked if all the rooms were checked. And it was very hard to even open the doors, so we couldn't check even the closet. And so the police was kind of worried that they might still be in there. So he waited for his partner to go inside with the gun and he actually yelled, like, whoever is in there, raise your hand and get out. Or like, I forgot what he said, but basically he yelled to whoever was potentially in our house, and went inside with what looks like maybe a taser or something, maybe a gun, I don't know. But I was too scared to, well, I couldn't document that one, but I was outside where they safely checked our rooms and told us we're okay to go back to the house. And yeah, this is very sad, especially for the family members. Our family is living far apart, and my sisters that's living far away, they're really worried. And for me, the house doesn't feel the same anymore too. So, it's very actually tough. We couldn't imagine how especially my mom and of course my dad could go back living at the same house and try to clean everything up. And the most damage is my mom. She lost everything. She lost, well, not everything, but most of her valuable. But the forensics told us that they found some evidence that they were wearing gloves. So all the things that they tried to check had glove. So they were used to it, and they know not to have their fingerprints on them. So yeah, it's gonna be hard to find them. And we talked to the insurance, and the insurance also says they won't be able to give the full amount. It'll be really fraction of amount. I would like to post that. But also, for those of you who are watching this in full, my parents actually disagreed about this video and this GoFundMe. They really didn't want everybody to find out about the whole story. And I think that's probably the most most hardest thing it might be. So the following Wednesday, when I was parking my car in the work parking lot, my the converter got stolen too, and so that's another blow. And the insurance, it was the same insurance with the car in the house, so they thought my car was parked at the same address, but no, it's like a weird coincidence. And so everything is really down. It came to this lowest point. Well, I had low points, but no, but seriously, but this is like the most negative things that happened to, especially to my parents. So, and all my family members are very sad. So long story, sorry to be long, but yeah, if you guys could support me. And also I'm trying to put together a Patreon page too for me, for especially for people who are more interested. I'm a documenter. I love to document a lot of photos and videos, and I have a lot of footage that I've never shown to anybody. And so I have a lot of stories that I can tell on YouTube too. So if you guys could support me on Patreon, I would love to answer everybody's like questions, or advice, or whatever you guys want to see. I would definitely want to upload to whoever wants to see. So please let me know, and please support me on Patreon. And for the GoFundMe, I hope you guys could support me on that. So yeah, thank you, and hope everybody's safe, and thank you. And so thank you for watching these videos, and hope to see you again. Thank you, maybe behind a mask. Thank you very much for your support.
Unfortunately, the world is a scary place. My heart goes out to Glenn and his family, and it would really mean a lot if you guys go support them as they try to recover from this ordeal. Please keep them in your thoughts and prayers and wish them the best. All revenue that is made with this interview will directly go to the Sawa family. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so much for tuning in tonight. This is truly a big moment for not just myself, but Glenn as well. and we cannot stress how thankful we are for your support. And if you like, then support the channel through Patreon or purchase me and Glenn's collaborative t-shirt. All links are in the description. Anyway, that is all we have for now. We'll see y'all next time.
All right.
3, 2, 1.
心臓を捧げよう。
All right.
All right.